As Black parents, one of the most important responsibilities we carry is to prepare our children to navigate and challenge anti-Black racism, leveling up our clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence, identified by some of the world's highest achievers as having gotten them increasing levels of success, can help you empower your children to stand up and speak up for themselves and others. This is a big topic, and in this video, I'm just skimming the surface of how you can harness these attributes yourself as you prepare your children and use them to empower your children to combat the constructs of Black excellence and Black exceptionalism. Before I get, let me welcome my channel. My name is Diane Thomas, and I love Black people. As a certified personal development coach, I help us exercise self-determination by coaching on how we can create purposeful and empowered lives while fighting the constructs of Black excellence and Black exceptionalism. If this is like something that would be of interest to you, then you are in the right place. So please like and subscribe, and please go on ahead and hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I post a new video or when I go live. Also, sign up for notification email to ensure that you don't miss any of my lives, since you may not get a notification from YouTube. The link is in the description below. Now, one attribute that you can use to help your children develop more resiliency and to speak up more and to just learn basically how to combat anti-Black racism is clarity. And clarity begins with a clear understanding of the realities of racism and its historical context. Empower your children through sharing of Black people, both commonly and personally known, who have challenged adversity and made a way for themselves and others. Encourage critical thinking about media portrayals and involve them in the community initiatives that promote positive change. Modeling self-confidence, self-advocacy, and a commitment to fighting racial injustice can empower children to navigate anti-Black racist spaces with strength and determination. You can also foster clarity through honest conversations about anti-Black racism and Black identity. We know that racism is emotionally harmful, whether through overt hostility or subtle comments. While many parents may be worried about speaking to younger children in an age-appropriate way, research shows that children can internalize racial bias between the ages of 2 and 4. You know your child, so describe racism in a way that your child will be able to understand. For example, you could talk about fairness, being kind, and accepting others for who they are. Having the talk with older children can begin by asking them how they're feeling about particular events that may be of community interest, or maybe an incident that took place. Let them lead the conversation so that they feel confident sharing their ideas or experiences. It's important to provide a safe and comfortable environment for them to express themselves by listening to their questions and answering them without judgment. You can explain the origins of anti-Black racism by discussing historical events such as slavery, colonialization, and systemic discrimination, emphasizing that these injustices were rooted in white supremacy, not inherent differences among people. You can also stress the importance of learning from history to instill a strong sense of Black identity and teach them about their history and heritage. It takes immense same faith, focused, and energy to be a Black parent. And when we demonstrate it consistently, indeed, it can be a powerful motivator for our children to engage in anti-Black racist work. When we lead by example and encourage activism, we demonstrate an unwavering commitment to fighting racism. As a Black parent, you must be consciously aware of the insidious ways anti-Black racism serves the dominant at the cost of Black lives in the past and at this very moment. Let your children see that you're actively working towards change through the way that you talk about your experiences and those of our ancestors, and then act on those experiences in ways that challenge the system of white supremacy. Teaching your children to helping them to be more encouraged, and using courage to help them confront racism is another way that you can empower them to speak up against injustice. Demonstrate resilience lessons and advocacy skills by sharing stories of resilience from yourself, family members and friends, as well as Black leaders and activists who have fought against anti-Black racism in their own way. Explain that living in an anti-Black racist society is a 24-hour war that we're under, that requires resilience in the face of adversity, but that this doesn't mean that they have to feel like victims. Teaching your children that despite what the system may try to enforce, they have the right to stand up for themselves and others. And knowing that, yes, sometimes it's like walking a tightrope. Research books and other resources that can advise you on ways you and your children can advocate and demonstrate as safely as possible. Role play scenarios where they can practice advocating for justice. Productivity skills are another essential tool that you can use, and you can use it for effectively advocating against anti-Black racism. Encourage your children to research and educate for themselves the history of racism and its current manifestations. As we know, there have been an uptick in violent, volatile, anti-Black incidents, as well as there have been instances of us fighting back. Encourage your child that if they see something on social media or in the newspaper that reflects anti-Black racism, leave a comment or a letter to the editor to let them know how they feel about it. And if you overhear someone telling an anti-Black racist joke, for instance, speak up and let them know that this is wrong, and do it in front of your children. Help your children develop plans for how they can combat anti-Black racism in their own lives. This could include supporting Black-owned businesses, engaging in dialogue, and events. Your influence as parents and how you shape your children's values and actions is another way that you can fight anti-Black racism, by modeling the way that you want your children to behave. Let them know that there's a place for a healthy skepticism and that they should not believe everything they hear or read or see. So they should use their own critical thinking to own original opinions. Children follow our lead, so watch what you say about other Black people. I could go into my list of pet peeves about this, but that's a whole other video, so enough said right now about that. Surround your children with positive role models in your circle, people you want your children to emulate, brothers and sisters who are making or have made significant contributions to anti-Black racist efforts. Inspire them with stories of change makers. Foster critical thinking skills in your children by first challenging your own biases, yes, as a even against other Black people, and encouraging question stereotypes, challenge biases, and analyze media portrayals. Preparing your children to fight anti-Black racism is a long-term commitment that requires dedication and consistent communication. You are their first and most impressionable example of love in action. So what I offered above is mainly encouragement to you that you can and must prepare them. So do your research, use your lived experiences, and take into consideration your child's maturity and readiness as you move forward in this. I'd like to support you in your journey by introducing you to the coaching methodology I use with my clients. It's called Certified High Performance Coaching, and is a science-based curriculum-supported approach. It has helped thousands of people achieve lives of full engagement, joy, and confidence. I coach on the principles I described above: clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence through the lens of Black empowerment, because being high performing while fighting the white supremacist constructs of Black excellence and Black exceptionalism is unique to us. Nobody else is having to do this. Like a client told me the other day, sometimes you just need to talk to somebody who gets it, who gets me. And as a lifelong Black person, I do. So why don't you go ahead and click the link below to complete your questionnaire, turn it in to me, and then we'll set up your very first session. It'll last 1 hour and only cost you $10, but I guarantee you'll walk away with insights, tools, and practices you can use right away to help you begin to feel more capable in your parenting journey. Your children need your help and strength. Let's get started. Remember, please like and this video and subscribe to my channel. Stay safe and blessed.